Okay, now this podcast is way better than my ability to play the guitar. You are now tuned into the Time Pusher podcast. Make sure that you like and subscribe. Click the buttons below. I don't know where they are. Just click the buttons below, man. You know where they're at. Make sure that you like and subscribe to the Time Pusher podcast. This is me, Punch Kasela, and your host, Q, somewhere. I don't know, he'll insert himself, but you know what it is. Thank you for joining us.
Shoutout, people. Welcome back to another episode of the Time Pusher podcast. It's not any other ordinary episode today. Today I've got three special guests with me here, and starting off with the beautiful lady right there on this wonderful Christmas day. I have Homuto and the far gentleman on the right there. How are you, sir?
Yeah, I'm good. And yourself, brother?
You good?
Yeah.
Can you introduce yourself to our wonderful audience?
Name is Pajelo Kasela.
Then the wonderful gentleman here.
Yeah, my name, we'll get to that. This guy didn't start with this voice before we started rolling. Where did this voice come from? Where?
It's the radio voice.
You're speaking
Hi, how are you? We are back on the show. Special episode this time. I'm joined by the slumber.
Usually, like, what happens? Well, like, this is the
my name is Punch Kasela.
This is the first visual of the podcast, so
Okay.
It's a very special episode. We usually like just record and just put a thumbnail over the podcasting thingy.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, today is gonna be a very awesome one, I hope. So, starting off things, have you guys watched the new Trevor Noah special, Netflix special?
I have.
What do you think of it?
That one's for me first.
No, you can answer.
Now that everyone's looking at me. Look, it felt more like a TED Talk for me.
Okay.
Yeah, I felt like he was giving a lecture on geopolitics and, well, I wouldn't say geopolitics actually, but it felt like he was giving a lecture on current affairs, socio-economic stuff about Germany and how his experience
It was very informative.
It was very informative more than funny.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, more than it was funny.
But a lot of the times, I feel like that's what makes Trevor. His joking style. Okay, maybe it was more of spreading knowledge
Yeah.
than just being funny. But like Trevor Noah is known for that. Like he taps
Yeah,
into
that's
real
what
issues.
that's what made him a good host for the Daily Show.
Exactly.
Because it's about more than comedy. It's about
Exactly.
relaying information. And I think as his career is going further, he's just tapping into that a bit more.
Also, I think he's been exposed to a lot more, right?
True.
He's been exposed to so much more, and I think he's also trying to tread carefully, not to just speak too much and also not say, but like he knows a lot now, obviously, and he's a smart person. So he's just, I feel like there's a lot that he wants to tell us. Like,
Shouldn't he then have striked a balance between the funny and the informative? Because there were more.
I imagine he should have. Do you feel like the balance wasn't?
Yeah, for me to some extent, because it was more of a than a ha ha, and it's a stand-up comedy show.
I feel like for me personally, from what I've seen, this is my own opinion. I feel like Trevor Noah's stand-up has like changed since he went to the Daily Show in the States. I'm saying like before that, he didn't have any filter, right? And then when he went to the Daily Show, for me personally, I feel like he's now following some sort of propaganda, stuff like that. Like he's filtering certain things, like certain topics that he's not supposed to like talk about and stuff like that. That's what I feel like.
or you feel like that kind of like change his
for me
style.
personally, I didn't like that the new special of his. I found it so boring. Like it was very, very, very boring.
I found it informative, but I was like, I need something for it to hit,
Yeah.
for me to go, ha ha, that was funny.
I feel like he was more sarcastic than funny. And I'm saying that I think I agree with you. I feel like there's a huge change from when he came back, from like the Trevor before the Daily and the Trevor after. That's why I'm saying he knows a lot. He's seen a lot. And with that, I think also growing up, we get older, you get wiser, right?
Yeah.
So I think he's tapping into
Different
I
audience.
can't find a phrase for it. Like he's tapping into adult as a wise man type.
Adulthood.
You know what I mean?
Well,
He's turning
not
into a
adulthood, but,
motivator more than a comedian. If
But
that
his
makes
style
sense.
didn't change though. That's one thing I noticed. His style of performance, delivering. It's like I've watched so much stand-up comedy that I'm able to now. Certain comedians that I follow, you know, your Kevin Hart, Trevor Noah, Dave Chappelle, like just analyzing their style of performance, you can now tell it, okay, cool, he's setting up for a joke here. This joke is most likely to go end with a callback or what. And then you can tell that, okay, cool, you go 1, 2, 3. This is where the punchline comes in. And he still has that, I don't want to say clowny, where he goes, oh, so me. He jumps around the stage. That's his style. And I'm like, okay, cool. We still have that about Trevor. In as much as he's grown and he's tapping into that, we can say the adult era that he's tapping into. He still maintains or he still retains his style of comedy. It's just that for me, I felt like I was not getting that ha-ha.
Yeah, it was not like.
It was more of a, okay, that's informative.
It was like an eye opener.
Without spoiling people, without spoiler-lating it for people, like mentioning certain jokes. Because I almost went, okay, there's that joke. I was like, no, people need to go watch it.
No, like
It's a good
wanna-
special.
I think to Khomitso's point is, I think he's growing as a person, and as such, you then start to change as a performer. And I think maybe he's finding a new voice. I don't know how much time he took to work this special, but the more time you take, the better a special is, really. But I want to see what the next one is going to be, and I hope he takes even more time with that one.
But I have a question for you guys though. So I'm gonna give you guys 3 comedians, right? And I want you guys to put them according to like their top, like where they rank, right? Between those 3 comedians, right? So I have Kevin Hart, right? I have Dave Chappelle. I have Trevor Noah. Who would you put where and how?
Okay, that's...
Because for me personally, I think Trevor Noah is funny, more funny than
Look.
Kevin Hart.
Like who?
Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart. It's not Kevin Hart's special.
Nah, I don't like him.
On Peacock.
You don't like him?
It's
Not really.
Alright, cool. Listen, everyone is entitled to their
Own
Yeah.
opinion, yeah.
But I feel like you just gave us 3 of incredibly awesome comedians.
Yeah.
And to be honest, they have different performance styles. And depending, because not everyone is their market. Excuse me, Kevin Hart has his own market, Trevor Noah has his own market, and so does Dave Chappelle. So it's kind of hard to then try to sum up all of them in one basket and say, oh, so-and-so is funnier than so-and-so. You may find Trevor Noah funnier than Kevin Hart.
Yeah, but then for you.
Yeah, for
who's
you.
funnier for you? But who's funnier
you.
for you?
For me, I follow them. I like them all.
Yeah, but then who's your favorite?
Who's my
comedian?
favorite?
Like,
Who's your
for
favorite?
you
How would you
personally.
rank them? Like,
For you personally, like
I can't really rank them. Are we ranking them in terms of comparison or?
if you had to buy a ticket,
yeah, exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
if you had to buy a ticket
to go at
and you can
someone on
only
one
afford
night.
to buy one, which one are you buying?
I'm sitting at home and watching them all on TV. That's what I'm gonna do. No, I'm sitting at home and watching them. I'll buy popcorn.
I think they're all amazing, but for me, Dave Chappelle's the GOAT.
Dave Chappelle.
Facts. I'll go with Dave
I wanted
Chappelle.
to-
I'll
we
put
didn't
Trevor
see
Noah
For
Dave,
me,
but Dave, yeah.
personally, Dave
Why
is my
didn't you say
favorite
it?
comedian.
I was like, I don't want to be there.
Yeah?
For Kevin Hart.
Okay, I'll be different. I'm going with Kevin Hart.
Is your number
To be
one.
He's
different
an idiot.
or honestly?
I'm honest because
Okay.
he's. I feel like Dave Chappelle, Trevor Noah, they give you an insight of what's really going on in the world, which is important. But we go to comedy to
Kevin
go have
is
a laugh,
hilarious.
guys. To
Yeah.
go have
Yeah.
you know what I
Kevin
mean?
is
So I feel like
hilarious.
Kevin Hart is that idiotic friend where you stressed and he just like gets you out of he gets you in the mood to
Nah,
really
he's
laugh. You know what I
hilarious.
mean?
He's
Like he makes. For me, I feel like that's what we need because we have so many motivators. We have so many, like we see TV. We go in there to laugh. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you're
For
not
me,
trying to.
Dave is still hella hilarious. Dave
Yeah, he is.
Very
He is.
funny.
He is.
I don't
For
know.
me, greatest. For me, this is just my personal list. Dave Chappelle, I always say, is my favorite comedian of all time. And then I say the greatest of all time for me has to be Richard Pryor.
Richard Pryor, yeah.
Greatest to ever touch the mic, stand-up wise. He's like the funniest, and he transcends generations.
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle, in terms of the skill of stand-up and performing and writing, I think there is no better.
He is brilliant.
I feel like, for this Trevor Noah special, a lot of South Africans also like going through Twitter, they didn't like it. Like, they don't like the current Trevor. Like, a bunch of South Africans. But on TikTok, some people are complaining that Trevor Noah is no more funny.
It's weird how the world likes him.
Who?
Trevor.
They really do.
But we as South Africans, we're like,
It's almost always the case.
it's almost always, yeah.
By the way,
Remember,
the special
even with
is
Master KG.
nominated for an Emmy
Yeah.
already.
Yeah.
It's Emmy nominated.
Remember with even Jerusalem, Master KG, because it's off topic. But he was celebrated outside and
as
not
much
yeah.
We only
I mean,
caught
it
up
was
later.
celebrated.
We were
In
caught
the
up
world,
later,
because now we're embarrassed. I
After
feel
the
like we
world.
felt embarrassed. And then now it was like,
We
okay,
They
let's.
started
There-
claiming
there
it.
is- you know, it's weird
Yeah.
now when you say it like that, because there is certain artists whose careers get huge here and then they go international, and then there's artists who almost get big internationally and then they become
opposite.
big here. You know what I mean?
Afterwards.
Yeah.
Who's an amazing example?
I feel like Casper. Casper is
No, he
national
was-
level.
He was.
That's what I'm
here
saying.
first.
He's best here. He
He's-
tried to go
yeah.
out,
Yeah.
and I don't think it
Ah,
worked
I
out
think he's
as well
still
as
trying.
That, I think,
on national level. He is like he's made like we are.
Oh, Tyler. Tyler is a really good example of someone who she was somewhat known here, but she
was someone.
became huge internationally.
and then
huge
She came
here.
back, yeah.
It's like there's some of those artists who do like that. So I feel like Trevor is just at a stage of almost like worldwide commercial. Worldwide commercial. And maybe that isn't the Trevor that South Africans knew, or that you miss how something used to be sometimes. You know what I mean?
And
So
also-
there's
He's
that.
evolved.
And also, to be
Yeah.
honest, I feel like certain things, because now he's performing on a world stage,
yeah.
Yeah.
his jokes, his gags need to be
Relatable
relatable
worldwide.
worldwide.
Yeah.
And there's certain things that go
over
over our
heads.
heads, and then we're like, Trevor's not funny.
And he
Because
is.
we
It just
didn't get
needs
that
you
gag.
to
We
really.
didn't get what he said.
Yeah.
But no, it's just a problem of the fact that you didn't travel to Paris for you to understand that he interacted with the customs agent at the international airport in France, and then bonjour monsieur, and then he's like, okay, cool, let's try French.
It's hard to relate
You know.
to a joke about losing your luggage when you've never been
when
on
you've
a
never
plane.
been on a plane.
You know what I mean? It's
Yeah. But you can understand
Yeah.
it's also very difficult for him because he's also trying to make everyone happy. How do you do that without,
You're not money.
somewhat, somewhere, somehow, one group or one country, or it's gonna be like, which one is this one? Like,
But on a
because
certain
now he's
matter,
like
though,
you said, he's on an international world stage.
Yes.
I mean, we only know what we know.
Yeah.
They know what they know. So it's like.
Yeah.
So like on a certain matter though, I'm actually supposed to ask you right now, right? Sorry, all the three of you. Currently in SA, Gauteng province, a 15-year-old girl from Midrand was raped by two boys 17 December, and it's allegedly this horrific incident was planned and organized by a mutual friend of the girl and the boys, and the girl allegedly went to a family bride at a clubhouse but was moved to another house by a friend. That's where the gang rape happened. So these boys, allegedly one of them is 18, the other is 19. Rape case was opened by the family to take legal action, but what happened was no action was taken against the boys. Like, they're still walking free till now.
The story that's trending right now.
Yeah, do you know about it? About the 15-year-old girl?
I saw clips. I haven't followed it like from the
Extensively.
very beginning to the end, but I've been seeing clips about it and in like snippets of what transpired or might have transpired.
What do you think about that? Such a matter?
Obviously, I'm a woman, so I feel like that one is kind of almost obvious where I stand with this one.
But like, there's some people trying to justify, there are always these freaks, man, who always try to justify rape. So allegedly, there's some people who are saying that, the girl was drunk, right, during this whole incident when it happened, and people are saying it's the girl's fault. Why was she drunk? Why is she drinking such a young age?
Victim blame.
The next thing is gonna be why you're so attractive. Because what happens when you're not drunk and you're fully clothed and you're walking on the streets and you get raped? You were too attractive.
I feel like
Do you get what I'm saying? Like, so
rape, though. Like,
there's no excuse for, because also, what's the saying? Drunk actions are sober thoughts.
Drunk
actions are sober thoughts.
Drunk
actions are sober thoughts.
Or drunk.
So that means you are a rapist. You're just hiding behind alcohol, right? I'm talking about the guys now because they were also drinking, right? And then the girl, obviously, she was just vulnerable. She was naive. That's number one. How do you trust people you don't know? But also, she's a kid.
A family, bro.
It's a family party.
Yeah, and then she was at a family bride. Then she was moved to another
Moved.
They moved her.
How did they
with a friend.
Where was she drinking though? Where was she drinking?
She
At the
moved-
family bride or where
When
she was moved?
to the other
That's
house.
where she drank.
Yeah.
With
What
the
was
friends.
happening at that house? Was it a
friend.
party? What was it?
Obviously a party.
Almost like house party.
house party, yeah.
Underage type vibe?
Yeah. So,
Okay, my take on this topic is that first of all, the justice system in South Africa is pretty messed up. Because these boys are guilty. Okay, let me not say guilty though, sorry. Allegedly. How did we let them get away with that? One of them is 18. He's an adult. How old is the girl?
she's 15.
Regardless of whether he's guilty or not, that's statutory rape. Whether she gave consent or not, that's statutory rape. She's a minor, you're an adult. So in jail, there's that statutory. Before we can deal with rape, whatever spectrum of rape we're gonna tap into, let's first acknowledge
Check
that
the
there's
age,
the age, the fact,
The
statutory
fact
rape
on
right
age
there.
alone,
The fact on age alone.
regardless of what the situation
Yeah.
is.
So how is he being let go when there's that? How is he
Because that's the
walking
first fact.
scot-free?
Now we
Because
just
that's
like
the thing.
before listening to hearsay of she was drunk, no, he was drunk.
She
this
asked
is-
for it.
What do the facts say?
What do
What
the
does our
facts
law
say?
say? You know what I mean?
She's
So
underage, you're an adult. You indulging in
That
sexual
on its
activities
own.
with her,
Yeah.
that on its own. Before we get on trying to prove, no, she was drunk. She has no, but there's that. You know what I mean?
It's easier to go to facts.
It's easy.
right, because
it makes it simple.
That boy, the boy's family, the father. I think I saw a video where the father was
Trying
like,
to stop the girl
yeah,
from-
trying to stop
yeah,
the
the girl-
protecting his son.
Yeah, protecting
So,
his
and
son,
I'm
yeah.
not gonna be
What
against
happened?
that.
So
I
like
haven't seen any of this.
there was so the father of these boys
Yeah.
was protecting the boys from the victims' sisters. Like they're inside a car, so the sisters' victims, they're trying to get inside the car
And confront
to
the guys.
confront the boys,
Yeah.
but the father was
It's like, nah, keeping
Nah.
her out, keeping them
Exactly.
out,
So-
protecting his sons.
protecting his
And
sons.
here's my thoughts on that. You know, I'm not a parent yet, but I know that it's an it's an instinctive.
Gesture.
Yeah, it comes with
protect your
nature as a
child.
parent, right? To protect your children, wrong or right. Hence, I'm saying the stories of who did what becomes null and void, because if you listen to the father, maybe his version of what transpired is very understandable and different to what we know, right? And you sit with the girl's family, same. It'll never end. It will be like who's right, who's wrong. So that's why it's just easier with cases like this. Just look at the facts. Just look at the facts. What do the facts say? What does the law say? And then take it from there, because it's messy.
Also, I want to ask, what's being said or done about the friend that did the whole setup?
I don't know. She's
The case
also-
is ongoing.
The case is
case is
ongoing.
I
ongoing.
saw a
Ongoing.
recent clip of the lady.
Also,
outside
there
of-
is a case.
Yeah, they
because
opened
that's
the,
the
the girl's
conference.
family opened the case.
Yeah.
And also because it's going viral right now, like so the country obviously it's controversial right now, so it's you know.
Yeah.
So when she, I think she was outside of a police station or something like that, and there were also people with the socials updating us on
social
on
media
what the
platforms,
situation is.
There was a small protest, I think. In the
Yeah,
Midland
because
court.
that girl is an accomplice to this. Whether or not
Who's
this guy's
an
a fan.
accomplice?
There's a friend.
Who took her to the
friend
party?
of the victim took her to the
Did
party.
she know about what was gonna happen?
Yeah.
She did apparently. Okay, the chat allegedly.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, the chat was she took the friend. So she had a chat with the guys, and it's like, I'm bringing my friend over. Type allegedly.
What chat did she have with them?
We don't know what the chat is, but it said allegedly that her and the guys had separate chat. That we don't know what that chat was, but she was to bring the friend, the girl who got raped, over to them, to their house party or whatever
The situation
was.
Yeah.
So she allegedly knew what was going to happen to her because they wanted. It's like wanting stop. You know, when guys having a party, like, bring us girls over. You know, we want to chow. We want to. It's like, don't worry, I got this hun who, when she's drunk, guys, she's chill. I can do that for you. Allegedly, though.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
And also, before the case is closed, whatever
wild.
conclusion they draw into, I also say whoever enabled the underage drinking there also needs to be brought to order. Because someone enabled it, underage drinking, they need to be brought to order, in my opinion.
Now, onto that topic, onto another topic. You know there's P. Diddy, right? I don't trust that guy. What has had like weird things about him? You know, these parties of his, every time, like, there's some podcasts that I watch, and then they always warning there's some of these American celebrities that they go to Diddy's house, weird things will happen and stuff like that. And apparently, T.D. Jakes was also brought into these matters somehow, someway, by T. Yosis. There was a list, right, of victims of that were there, and apparently T.D. Jakes' name is also there. He wasn't a victim, but he was amongst the people who were allegedly doing the things with P. Diddy. Do you know about that?
There's victims there. I just want to ask that.
Yeah, they are.
My thing is, firstly, I think the main problem is we have people whose names are abbreviated. What does the P in P Diddy stand for? And what does the TD in TD P stands for Puff Daddy. Awa. Your name is Puff Daddy.
I don't believe that. So apparently,
So what does the TD stand for? Please find.
that is. I don't
Once
know
you're
his
gonna
name.
find out his
I
name
just
is Timothy, and we've been trusting Timothy this whole time. Please search his name.
What's his name actually?
T. Jakes.
What,
I don't know,
what
man.
does T?
So wait, what is the question there? What was your question?
So apparently, so T.D. Jakes, American pastor, 21 December, after TikToker made a certain shocking claims regarding the Christian preacher, on 21 December, a TikTok video from a user, Maisha, surfaced on Twitter, alleging that the R&B singer, Casey Ventura, has supposedly handed over evidence to the FBI incriminating Diddy a month after she filed a lawsuit accusing him for horrendous acts of violence and during their decade-long relationship. So she knew about things that were happening during that time, and she handed over to the police.
Sounds like the hockey club. The whole thing that is happening at Diddy's house sounds like the hockey club. And Casey was tired of, I don't know if I would say
Allegedly
Allegedly.
she was doing, it was almost like a marathon. This thing was started by Kim. Kim, Diddy's ex-wife, apparently.
Yeah.
Apparently before she passed on, this is now all things that I'm seeing on the
Oh,
socials.
Diddy's ex-wife is late now.
Yeah, she's late.
Oh, okay.
So apparently she was this close to exposing, and she knew that, apparently, we don't know how she knew that. She knew that Cassie is next on the list to replace her,
Okay.
right?
Jeez.
So she passed all of that information on to Cassie for Cassie to finish.
Uh-huh.
And she's done now. So it's time for expose. So time, that's
Diddy,
what
like,
I'm thinking.
settle with her or something with Cassie.
She did. So she
Okay,
found, but she's exposing anyway. Like she took her cash.
So there was no NDA.
Probably, but I think the way she's done it, she kind of like rigged. I don't know, because that's what I'm also thinking.
Rigged.
Because the way rigged in a sense, or maybe there's always loopholes. There's always loopholes with such things, especially when it comes to contracts, when it comes to laws. And remember, she's definitely not doing this on her own. She has
She's got a team.
advisors.
Yes,
Exactly.
yeah,
So
yeah.
you know what I mean? She has advisors, and then when she when the thing came out at first, Diddy would apparently within 24 hours he settled.
With Cassie.
Yeah, with Cassie. And then after she got her bag, girl is like, I'm on a mission. I am on
So
a
she was
mission.
playing innocent all the time until she got him.
And also the thing about NDAs, you mentioned NDAs. The NDA on its own, I feel like it's an admission of trying to hide something. If I'm gonna make you sign an NDA, there's something we're trying to hide. There's
Yeah,
something
they
we're
still
trying to
There's
do it,
definitely
though, but they
something.
still
Yeah.
do it.
They still do it. So now I'm like,
I
maybe
think they-
Diddy didn't think of
Wait.
making her sign one because it felt maybe.
So like,
Nah, I doubt.
so like,
I doubt there's a lot. Apparently, there's a lot that's coming.
What is
And
Because Diddy, I'm trying to get an NDA.
I think
somehow.
it's saying,
I'm gonna
and
make
the
you sign
way,
it.
even the way he settled, I felt like via the settling that was done.
Yeah.
But again, hence I'm saying she's not doing this alone.
Yeah.
And there's always loopholes with
Okay.
contracts. Like there's always a way to find a way.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And girl is just like, I'll just get the bag too though. Let's just keep it moving. So I don't know, but this is
Collected
very
her money and kept
This is very-
Perhaps she settled for the suit, for the lawsuit, but
But
there
not
was no
the-
NDA.
yeah.
Which would be dumb on
to know what's
Diddy's
going
part.
on.
It would be very dumb.
so like,
You're trying to keep something quiet and you don't get people to sign NDAs.
NDAs.
Because like pharma companies and all this, whenever they settle with
Yeah.
people, they also make you sign
Sign
NDA.
at the
That's
same
like-
time.
Yeah.
So why did so like, does she have to sign the NDA during like before they get married? That's my question.
Were they getting married?
No,
this
like
is-
before they got divorced. Like this is me asking a question.
No,
Do
when
like-
he settled, when he
Yeah.
and he said, "I'm paying you this much money,"
Oh,
To
it's
keep
not just-
quiet.
Okay. It's
he
not just-
supposed
oh.
that was when he was supposed to make her sign an NDA. And
NDA.
if he didn't do that, then she can take the money and still go speak,
Yeah.
blow the whistle.
But with this one, it's very. I'm saying it's complicated because I feel like we're getting half truths.
Yeah.
You know.
Also, has
Half
TD Jakes
information,
said
there's a lot of-
anything about him being a power bottom. Has he?
You know, allegedly.
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 There was an so
Allegedly.
so on Sunday.
Also, power bottom is a loaded term. That is.
Yo, and it is, hey.
So like,
Yo, dog.
You know how much power you need to be powerful from the bottom.
Like, couldn't they just leave it at bottom? They had to like power it at like power
bottom.
bottom. Like, yo, the emphasis, like that is.
I said, put it in from the soles of my feet to the crown of my head.
Cut my left shit. I said, cut that left shit.
so allegedly on the Sunday service, right? So
Choke it.
Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
So like allegedly, so T Jax had a Sunday service yesterday, and he caught up obviously as a ministry and stuff like that. Went up to them, told them, I know guys, there's ongoing news about me and stuff like that. Straightly told them, please do not believe that. Please stay away from your socials. Anything that's going on, do not believe that at all. Then that was his final say on the matter. Didn't disclose it more. He just said, can you not believe whatever social media is saying to you guys?
That's expected.
Who said so?
TJ.
Oh, yeah,
It's expected.
that's expected.
Just like Tina.
I mean,
That sounds like a
just
power bottom move.
his
really.
daughter is like a
I said, don't check your socials. Said, choke me. That's what I said.
a lot is at stake. I mean, it's not only now his career,
I know, allegedly.
right? But also his daughter is just, becoming a huge faster, like following into his footsteps.
Oh, his daughter.
So
is
yeah,
also
his
faster.
daughter. So now this is a big wonder. Did you know your daddy? So he has to protect, because he's not just protecting himself. There's a lot at stake. There's a lot at stake. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So hence, it's a very interesting one. This one, I'd like to see how it unfolds.
What do you tell your daughter though when such things are going on in your life? Because she's now a grown person, I'm probably sure she can also analyze and see what's going on, and she can also like figure out the truth.
That's one big secret that the man had for the daughter.
Well, what if she knew?
What if she knew?
What if she knew? I mean,
my question is, if it were true, let's say it's true, are you okay with that? If your pastor is a power bottom?
If there's something you're getting from that,
What do you mean? What are you getting? If you have a good pastor. No, I'm saying you have a good pastor. As a congregant, you have a good pastor. He's amazing. He preaches the word. You feel the spirit when you're in the church, and you just happen to find out he's a power bottom.
I think what we need to understand is that at the end of the day, he's human, and I think I said this earlier on. I'm like, being a pastor is almost being like a president. People hold you to a certain standard where it's kind of like we don't leave room for disappointment. We don't leave room for you to be an idiot, to be crazy, to do such stuff if it's true. If you know,
this is all hypothetical.
So,
This is all hypothetical. I think we need to name this episode allegedly. Everything is allegedly. Hypothetical.
So my thing is, I would still go to church if I enjoy his service.
Yes.
Right? If I enjoy his service and I genuinely feel like he lifts my spirit.
Yes.
That's his business.
So then what does it
like,
matter?
I'll go to hell. You help him.
So it doesn't matter for you.
You can go to hell. That's fine. That's your path. Like, I'm going for me. Right?
So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
That's your bed.
That's his
That
life.
what happens next door personally, like, as long as it's not affecting all of us in a sense.
Congregation.
Yeah, as long as we're not teaching our sons.
Yeah.
To you know, like, be like out there to live a double life sort of thing.
Yes.
As long as that's not in the Sunday school.
Yeah.
And it's not like you know what I mean? Like, as long as it doesn't affect us, I feel like we can't take away the fact that he's good at what he does.
Okay. Yes.
You know what I mean? I feel like we can't. Yes, he did that. He may have fucked up if that's true, but he's still good.
No, but can I just debate?
That was a very
strong.
No.
Okay, since he's doing all this and stuff like that, let's say if it is true, right? Are you really like portraying like? Because if you're a Christian, right, you have to show with your actions, and him doing that, Christians don't do that.
But like, guys,
what image are you trying to portray to people who really want to be follow a Christ-like life?
Nah, but then hear me out. This was a secret, and it was a secret for a reason, because it can't come out. Exactly how you're explaining it. If it's true, it's something that we're all aware. I'm sure even himself, he knows very well. That's why, if it's true, he's tried so hard to make sure, like, and he trusted whoever he trusted for it to stay quiet. You know what I mean? It's unfortunate it's coming out now, but like I said, like, he has, you know, if it's true, he has what he has. It's a fetish, or I don't know what it is, but maybe he needs it. You know how druggies need drugs to do what they gotta do, and some people need alcohol in order to, maybe wait for him to get that inspiration and to get that boost. That's his drug.
So the power bombs are his boost. Okay.
The power bombs. You know, the power bombs, dudes, when you say power bombs, the power bombs are not power bombs. Power bomb is a wrestling move. It's like a finisher in WWE.
Hey, there might be another one we ain't heard of.
But yeah, the power bombs.
For me personally, if I was a daughter, I'm exposing him. If I was a daughter personally,
But what if she
my dad's
knows?
issues, everything. Exposing.
Guys, but
In hope
what
of
if
what
she
you
knows?
want.
Justice for the people to know the truth.
That's snitch
And
behavior,
do what
man.
with it?
That's snitch behavior.
It's like, is it killing anybody? Because that's a big question. Are you doing it to kids? Are you doing it to vulnerable people? If that's what I'm saying, I'm waiting for this thing to unfold and for us to really find out what's going on. Because if it's just something he does on the side, and it's
If no one
consensual.
was hurt.
That's
Yeah,
his.
because I'm also here sitting here thinking to myself, if any of what is being said about TJX is true, is it a cancelable act? Because whatever, I don't know.
For you know what? To Q's point, for his brand and what he stands for, it might be cancelable.
It will.
It might be.
It will.
It is
will.
cancelable. So it's the context and everything is what's gonna say whether or not.
Yeah. Like as it unfolds, it's gonna show the seriousness. Is it the end of the career, or is it just like a limp, or like are you limping? Is your career gonna be now? You know what I mean?
People have survived worse things. There's
But
pastors
personally,
who are
I
still
feel like
preaching.
knowing
Worse
how the
than worse.
society can be, I don't think he's gonna make it if
In
it's
this
true.
day and age of cancel culture.
Especially in the Christian community.
Nah.
You know what I mean? Because it's not going with what you're preaching. It's not. And also, I hate to say it, but most Christians are also.
In his preaching, was he one of those
Speaking into
like gay is wrong pastors, like Diddy, was he
condemning
Did he
did
speak
he
on it?
condemn
the
people?
LGBTQI community and all that?
Did he condemn it in his
Did he?
preaching?
honestly speaking, I've never heard
I've
of
never
any
heard
of
it,
the. Oh my goodness, he's never spoke on it. I'm thinking about it. Okay, maybe he has.
And with Jews, just like
But I've never. I watch him a lot because I really like. I find his quotes to be inspirational.
So
You know, his preaching, he's good.
okay, so when you
He's
found out
motivational.
about this,
But he's
whole
never
thing,
spoken on
it
homosexuality.
was a shock. When I found out about this whole thing, I was shook.
I feel like if it's true, then it makes sense why he doesn't condemn it.
The rationalization kind of.
I mean, but it makes sense.
Yeah, like if it's true,
It does,
it's like that's a light bulb that came. That's why when I
But
was,
then, whereas if he does condemn it, then it becomes hypocritical.
hypocritical, yeah.
you know what I mean? And hence I'm saying, if it is true and he's not condemning it, it makes sense. And at the same time, it also speaks on his character. That means he is an honest person. Yes, that part was not like we didn't know about that, and I feel like that was not for us to know. You know what I mean?
Why hasn't
But-
anyone challenged him to be like, yo, what's your take on this?
And start with.
No, there's probably the thing is, again, we don't know if he's spoken about it. Like we
Yeah.
actually have to check.
No, I'm just curious, like, I wonder what his response would be if anyone out of the blue just challenged him to say, yo, Mr. Jakes, what do you think about such act?
The thing is also, that's why I'm saying, that's why it's a good question to ask if it's cancelable, because you look at the Catholic Church. A few weeks ago, the Pope said it now.
same couple.
He said that bishops can now. Are they called bishops? No, the Abba Father.
The pastors.
Yeah, he said they can now anoint same-sex marriages. Yeah. So it's like, I mean, the world is progressing in a certain direction. So it's like, do people in the Christian community think it's cancelable? What did he do? Was anything illegal? Where do people stand? That's yet to be seen.
Yeah, I think that's what we're all waiting for it to unfold, to see the seriousness of the situation and just how much more there is to it, you know? Because like I said, I feel like having grown up from a Christian background, I feel like in the Christian community he's going to be cancelled. Because one thing about Christians,
There's a video I've seen of a pastor. I'm forgetting. I don't know if he was he was repenting on stage. He's one of those big pastors. You know those ones that fill arenas. And I don't know if he's repenting for he cheated on his wife or he cheated on his wife with another man. And he's like, he's on stage and he's, get these evil thoughts out of me, Lord. Lord, I want you to make sure that I change my ways. Get these dicks out of my brain. No, he doesn't say that. He doesn't say that. I'm paraphrasing. He doesn't say that. But he's on stage and he repents and this.
Yeah.
I think he still preaches to this day. So that's why I'm saying a lot of people have survived worse, and I don't know, man.
Besides, I feel like it goes with how the kind of team you have.
PR team.
Yeah, PR team. Because
Jonathan Majors got cancelled and he just ran away from a white woman. So you see, bad PR. Hey, bad PR.
Yeah, because I feel like we've known so many people that have dodged the biggest of the things.
Yes. And then people who get crumbled by small things. You're like, that's how your career ended. And it's like,
Yeah. No, I think it also it's you as a person and the team you have.
Yeah. Jonathan Majors' PR team dropped him. I think was his problem. Before the verdict, even. I think the details came out and everything, and we all knew. And then the next day we found out it was a white woman, and then they dropped him. I don't know if that's exactly what happened. Allegedly. But it's suspect because like the day I found out it was a white woman is when they dropped him, and I was like, hey man, hey, come on now.
So like, okay guys, end of the episode today. I feel like it has been a very educational one. Would you say?
Yeah.
Informative.
Yeah, I found out how deep your voice can go. that was very
Yeah,
deep.
like,
I didn't know.
It's my broadcast voice.
Yeah,
Probably after this one, done, it's back to the squeaky one. But anyway, it's the end of the episode on a fun note, on a lovely note. I want you guys to name your top 5 songs for this year.
Have song 4?
Top 5 songs for this year.
Jesus Christ.
Some
Some
of this
listening to
year.
throwback music, though. Like we are old.
No, like yeah, you can try.
I'm gonna say Tyler's Water as a breakout South African song. She did
Is that in
really
no
well.
particular order or in
No particular order.
Yeah, also.
First person shooter mode. First person shooter, J.
I don't like
Cole
Drake.
and Drake.
It's too
I like that
sassy.
first person shooter mode. I like that. That's really cool. Who else released something really nice this year? There's so many nice tracks, man.
Can we name movies?
Yeah, we can also name movies.
Yeah,
We can
no
also
music.
name
I'm
movies.
sitting here like.
Because I can see you're struggling there.
I just know
Probably
Tyler in
think
the water and Nige.
Nigga was
And she's on this blue.
Top 5 songs, favorite songs?
Yeah, top 5 songs for this year.
from
Top,
this
like
year.
recent,
Yeah, recent.
current.
This year.
This
Yeah.
year. 2020. Right?
So many
Yeah.
songs. Okay, I like Imitandazo. Right? Imitandazo, it's a house song. Yeah, it's a prayer. I feel like I like gospel, but I don't like it boring. So I feel like
The more possible.
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And the whole song, literally the entire song he's praying. It's a prayer. So Imitandazo, Izenzo. So I like music that's weak. Izenzo is like a young couple trying to plan their life, you know, like so cute. I believe in you, baby. You're gonna make it. You know, if you listen to the song, like it's giving those vibes. So I can be Delulu. So that's yeah. So that's Izenzo. Imitandazo, Izenzo. There's one by Gabza.
Why?
small.
So the mission of like
Ikulo. I think it's Ikulo. Ikulo.
Gabza
It's Ikulo. And then that's 4 now. The 5th, I would say Grateful by what's his name? I don't think you guys know this one. It's because he's a TikTok influencer who's just starting out. Forgot his name. And I don't wanna use his disability to describe him. I feel like that's a bit it's like when we go into race and you're describing someone that white. So I'm trying not to say that. Or Romeo. Is Romeo? Yeah. So I'm trying to yeah. So yeah.
Music.
No, you can name it movies, bro.
Top 5.
Yeah.
Of this year.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm trying to think. I want to say Leave the World Behind. No particular order. Leave the World Behind. I was just like, okay. Can I also name series, guys?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Because I think
But
I
are you
was
sure
I feel like
they
Mission
came out
Impossible
this
is
year?
in this though.
This year.
Mission
Are you
Impossible
sure
is
they
in
came
this.
out?
I like Mission Impossible.
But Day of Reckoning, something Reckoning.
Yeah,
Mission Impossible. Yeah, I like that one.
That was a good Mission Impossible.
That was a good Mission
crazy
Impossible.
one.
I like
Also,
that
as far as action thrillers go, I feel like that's just a.
I was watching a video.
That and what Top Gun? Oh, Top
Maverick.
Gun came out this year.
Was it this year?
Top Gun Maverick.
Was it this year?
Wasn't it this year? It was this year.
Has this been that long? Jeez. But okay, yeah, if that one, I enjoyed that one clean. Honestly, I enjoyed that one. Top Gun, yeah, I'll name that one too. I'm so skeptical about Leave the World Behind because I felt like it was taking at some point.
Yeah.
So let me bench that
But
one.
we love it for Marsha.
Yeah, for Marshall, we love it for Marshall. So I have what was the first one? Okay, there's Mission Impossible, there's Top Gun Maverick, and then there's the one about the kid who started off as a gamer. I forgot the title. Who started off as a gamer and then ended up becoming a professional F1 racer.
Oh, you told me
Based on
about
a true
that.
story, yeah. I love that one. And yeah, man.
Okay, yo.
I know. I'm just trying to.
The way you're so confident, I'm like, well, the name movies instead. We can tune out.
When did Diddy drop?
What's
Avatar.
Wasn't it this year?
Yeah, I think it
Avatar.
was.
Was it not this year? It was this year.
Yeah, Avatar dropped this.
Yeah, it was
Let's
this
see.
year.
No.
Yeah, it was this year.
Oh, Way of Water.
No.
Oh, wait,
Avatar,
which
what?
Avatar am I thinking about now?
No. Not the last Airbender.
Oh, it's not the.
Avatar, Way of
Oh,
Water, and there's another one that stayed long at the cinema. The cinemas, was it Spider-Man now?
Spider-Man also came out.
Wasn't it
this year or
Guardians
last
of the Galaxy?
Guardians of the Galaxy didn't stay that long. It was a Marvel film though.
Woman King.
Woman King, I enjoyed that one.
I like that one too.
I enjoyed Woman King too.
Yeah,
I'll throw it in
Woman
there.
King.
Woman King is
It's
beautiful.
not my turn to name my song.
I wanna throw in Wakanda Forever.
Was it this year?
Rest in peace.
Was it
Chadwick.
Yeah,
Was this year?
it was a real one.
Okay, so I think it's now time for me to throw in my songs. Anything but Uncle Waffles. Anything but Uncle Waffles.
What the hell?
Sorry.
Anything but Uncle Waffles.
Okay.
Shout out to, and probably Tyler. Water, and yeah, that's it. That's it.
That's Uncle Waffle, right?
Yeah. You should sample it. Yeah, is that
That's a
Uncle?
sample. But then you should release it. I don't know if that's a song.
As in your list a week, they need a power bottle.
Ooh.
Hit it from the left! Hit it from the right, choke me! Tyler, water!
Oh yeah, thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of the Temperature Podcast. And if you guys want to catch up, or if you guys want to follow our three lovely guests here, guys can name your social media platforms. Starting with the lovely Jerry who does noise music.
We do that. It's punchy_Casella on Instagram.
And
I'm
the one
just
lady, the Instagram.
Okay, I don't have Facebook or Instagram anymore.
Wow.
But I do have TikTok.
we grown up, man. We got shit to do that doesn't matter.
I do have TikTok.
Social.
What's my TikTok?
I love it. See, we living in the blue hole doing
I
this.
don't even
Yeah,
know.
we don't even know.
if you want to know, like,
I'm joking.
Yeah?
So
unprofessional.
so unprofessional.
So
Sorry. Hey, we didn't do that just for that. But hey, my handles, I just say punchy_Casella on Instagram.
And
Okay.
Oh, mine is Punch Casella on Instagram. That's PANCH Casella GASELA.
can't prepare now? Or just that part?
No, I'm a professional every day, all day.
You've been doing this for years.
@Muta_.
Thank you so much, guys, for coming through. How did you guys enjoy the episode?
Yeah, and thank you to our host. Well
Yes.
done. We didn't know.
You need to start has a radio voice.
Yeah, we didn't know. In that spirit.
Thank you guys so much for joining us. This has been a lovely episode of the Time Pusher podcast. Thank you. We'll see you next week. And this is what we do over here. My name is Q. Shout out to all my guests. We'll see you next time.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to tell your friends and family and the girlfriend that's cheating on you about the channel. Goodbye.
Bye.
Tell the girlfriend that's cheating on you, man. She's not cheating on me. I can't tell her.
Yeah, you can't tell.
This loyal bitch.